look at the stars here, Vini Júnior, Cunha, Erling Haaland and Martin Ødegaard. Brazil versus Norway, a match full of stars. And boy, I feel like it's the standard versus the dark horses. So many people talking about these two stars and these two teams because everybody is waiting to see whether or not Norway can make that big step. And on talking about a big step, it's time for us to talk about our Geico Feel Good moments presented by Geico. It feels good to Geico. And talking about people that have taken this World Cup by storm, the Norway community have showcased as to why they're so special, Chuck D.
It's phenomenal. I got to see it in action in Boston Stadium in Foxborough, and man, they had every section doing this. It was phenomenal. The choreography for this, like to have everybody doing it at the same time. Oh,
Tone, can I get you with a row? Are you gonna be down with a row? Are you gonna be a row?
Yeah. I loved it. I told you guys the story. Went to the Senegal game at MetLife against Norway. And for the first half, the Norwegian fans filled an entire section and the middle section. By the end of the game, the Senegalese fans that filled the entire back of the other goal were also doing the row. I mean, they wanted to get into it. Like, that's how cool. You're doing the opposing teams, right? Their celebration, right? It was awesome to watch live.
And talking about our analysts and our experts here that are excited, of course, for Norway versus Brazil, we need to check in one of our betting analysts. Of course, Buckets knows a thing or two about big games. His bets have been, let's say, up or down throughout this. But I'm interested to hear what his prediction is going into this one.
I've got two bets for us on this Brazil versus Norway match, and this is a game that I'm looking so forward to because we have a Norway side that has just been go, foot on the gas, taking on a Brazil side that's been maybe a little bit lackluster compared to expectations. They had to come back from a deficit against Japan and claw their way back into the game. But first and foremost, as always, I'm expecting goals. And how can you not with the way Norway has been playing with Haaland, with Ødegaard, with Sorloth? This team has their foot on the gas for 90 minutes no matter what. I love both teams to score, but that's minus 145. A bit too juicy for me. So let's add over 2.5 goals as well as a same game parlay to get us to plus 110. Norway lost to France 4-1 with their backups, but that still would have cashed. They beat Côte d'Ivoire 2-1. This would have cashed. I love betting on goals with this Norway side. And then bet number 2, the controversial one. And if you've seen my bracket, you know this one's going to be a little bit dicey as I love going for underdogs, but I am all aboard the roll. I am on the Norway rowboat, and I think that they're going to qualify, especially when we get that number at plus 175. I just don't trust Brazil. Even though they beat Japan, Japan showed some glaring weaknesses that if Norway can take advantage of, I believe they will be the better side, and I believe they will be the team to advance at big plus money. Best of luck, everyone.
I still believe in Buckets' best bets. No matter what the recent controversy around it, I still believe in Buckets and I still believe in an identity. Tony shakes his head.
I'm a little worried because it sounds like he's picking Norway. I picked Norway in my bracket here, and the way his bracket's going, I'm like, oh, maybe no changing now.
Well, Tony, give me the opinion in terms of what you see with the dark horses and why you're favoring Norway.
The one thing Brazil hasn't faced is a forward like Erling Haaland so far in the competition, right? And most teams don't, but they haven't faced someone that really occupies their back line at all, right? And I'm with you. I don't think we've seen the best version of Brazil, and I don't know if we're going to. But the matchup with Gabriel and Erling Haaland will relive this one that we see, you know, in the Premier League, and I think he'll be up for it. It's not a guy that hasn't had a lot of touches, right, in matches, but has been really, really influential. It's not a team, this Norwegian side is not a team that plays through Erling Haaland. He's not a guy that you play through, right? He's a guy that has to make the most of his touches when he gets them, right? And then he does so much other work. A little bit concerned with Sorloth still being on that right-hand side because the Ståle Stolbakken has had to fit him in that way. We know that. We knew that coming into the competition. He's a guy that wants to play in the highest point of the field, but because of Erling Haaland, he plays on the right as a right winger. Nusa on the left has been really, really good. Watching them live, they're really organized. That's what I like about them. I don't think that Brazil is going to play through them for 90 minutes. And as you mentioned, Japan, if you can run through the midfield, because they don't have a lot of speed, Brazil in the midfield, with Ødegaard, with the ball at his feet, he's been really good this tournament. So let's see if they can. It would be an upset for me. I still think Norway beating Brazil, the yellow jersey still means something. But I tipped Norway at the beginning of this to be one of the dark horses, and that's why I rode with them in the bracket.
Chuck D, world-class manager on the sideline, 5 stars on their chest. All of the stars are here for Brazil. Do you still think that they have the vamos or everything else that's needed in terms of progression this time around?
Yeah, because of that guy right there in the front.
Middle.
That Vini Júnior feels like he's coming into this tournament to say, hey, Brazil's not going anywhere, and I am the guy. I'm the next one, the chosen one for the Seleção. Now, I think when we're talking about Ancelotti on the sidelines, making the right adjustments, I'm hoping that he can get this Brazilian side to play the way that he wants them to play, and that this Brazilian side can play from the start and not having to make these crazy, miraculous adjustments, placing Martinelli more as a central player instead of putting him on the wing. But this is a side with Vini Júnior who can break down anybody 1v1. And giving this tournament, he's really stepped up. These are the moments that they need him to be the Vini Júnior that he's destined to be. Beating people on the dribble, creating opportunities, and scoring. So I think just making sure that front three is fluid and dynamic is going to be the key for Brazil.
Really, just quick on Vini Júnior. Ryerson, the right back for Norway, is out. Right, went out against Senegal. So they're with their second string, Pedersen, who came in and actually scored a goal against Senegal, but it'll be something he can probably take advantage of.